So anyway, that's an in-depth discussion of good character deaths versus kind of shitty character
Also,
deaths.
apparently there's a giant psychic shark causing everyone to freak out, by the way.
Oh, is it the Sky Manta diving into the ocean to fuck shit up?
Yeah, it was the giant sky manta being like, ah!
So, like, Donnie Yen could go down
Okay.
either of those roads.
I don't know.
There's an interesting fan theory that Hadley shared with me. I think it might actually be Hadley's fan theory. I can't remember if they got it from someone else or not. That the main planet that keeps getting shown in all of the trailers is a holy site for the Jedi Order.
Right.
And Donnie Yen's character has terminal disease and is going on a pilgrimage there to die.
Oh,
No,
jeez.
it's not working right.
You know what's great about
That could
Obi-Wan's
be
death?
really powerful.
You know what's great about Obi-Wan's death, besides all the things we just said? Is that when he says, if you strike me down, I'll become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. He's not just saying, like, oh, I'll become a magic ghost and be able to be psychic and shit. He's saying, like, if you kill me, that kid, he's gonna blow up your house.
Yeah, it's that V for Vendetta thing of beneath this mask is more than just flesh and bone. Beneath this mask is an idea.
Yeah.
And ideas are bulletproof.
Yeah. It's great.
If you make me a martyr in front of that kid over there, he's gonna become unstoppable. He's gonna become a Jedi like his father before him.
I think I need to poison the fucking Kolto on this planet. What other choice do I have, though?
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machine. I think if you could destroy the machine...
Yeah, I think that seems better than poisoning the only medical supply
Hey,
thing.
we'll discover Thyfera any second.
That's true.
In fact, we'll be motivated to discover Bacta if Kolto doesn't
I think
work anymore.
Thyfera might actually get discovered in between KOTOR 1 and 2.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, is that to allow for if you decided to poison all the Kolto?
Yeah, because you, not only that, but also there are back-to tanks in KOTOR 2.
No, that's what I meant. 'Cause they had
yeah,
in KOTOR
exactly.
2 come up with something in the narrative to explain away if you decided to poison all the Kolto in
The
KOTOR 1.
hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million Sangin, a liquid at about 4 million Sangin, and a solid above that. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas
Okay.
into the tank,
The hell is
pressure will be
Sangin?
so great
I think it's
that
a
it'll
unit
turn
of
the liquid
pressure,
form
like a
into
Pascal?
reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything.
Stop
we
gesticulating
do.
Yeah,
with a
that's
sword.
your whole like I'm
Extremely threatening.
your whole point of like I'm the sane guy is kind of undercut when you're swinging a sword everywhere. I'll try to destroy the harvesting machine.
Destroying the machine. You'll have to break once the machine or...
That won't work, and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the
Shut the
harvesting
fuck up.
machine.
I don't care about
What
you.
have to-
I just hope you make...
Okay.
We can always vent the toxins afterward if the first thing doesn't work.
So
That guy's a shit.
yeah, he is. So Manon is kind of, I mean, I guess it's not a complete outlier because there are similar planets in other BioWare stuff, but like this is one of the few areas where it's like there's no clean, you just 100% win option. Like we're either poisoning all of the shit, or like we're fucking, you know, we're destroying the machine and that'll cripple the Republic. So like, there's no good answer. There's no like easy answer.
Interesting.
And like that there's also the whole case with Sunry where it's like, okay, he did it, but do you want the Sith to win? Like that, and Jolie even says like, I don't know if justice was served here necessarily. And I think regardless of what you say, he gives you the opposite side where it's like, yeah, you know, the Sith lost, and he's like, yeah, but he killed someone. Or if you're like, well, you know, he killed someone, he's like, yeah, but then the Sith win. Jolie is a gray Jedi. It's actually a pretty good bit of narrative consistency.
That he's just a contrarian fuck.
Well, that he's like trying to show you all sides, you know? He's trying to be like, it's not as
Yeah,
easy
that's
as you
what
think.
contrarian fuck means.
No, contrarian fuck is like, no, you're wrong no matter what.
I wouldn't be objecting to this were it not for the fact that you just used the word consistency to describe a guy who always says the opposite of whatever you decide.
I mean, he doesn't say that always, just in this one scenario. But it is consistency in the greater narrative.
Alright.
Hey, Kolto control panel. What's up? I'm alone here, so I hope these sharks don't fight me. Although, you know, I'm pretty strong. I could probably take them.
So anyway,
Yeah, but anyway.
who do you think's in the back to tank in Rogue One?
Oh. Probably not Darth Vader. Uh, God, it's so hard to say, right? Like, probably.
Because who would be kneeling to Darth Vader?
Yeah, maybe it's Starkiller. Oh, his secret apprentice.
Man, do you really think we'd put Starkiller in a live-action movie?
You know what? I kind of wish, like, there are parts of Starkiller.
Wait, is Starkiller canon?
Not anymore.
Yeah, it's in Legends,
They
right?
could really completely, like, just redo Starkiller in a different way that's not video gamey.
Huh. I don't want that. I don't think.
I mean, okay.
Honestly, of all of the options I've heard, I think the one that I want the most is that it's Palpatine kneeling to Snoke, which I don't like.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's the best. Oh, pardon me. I think that's the best version of all of the options I've heard is to try to give Snoke a little bit more validation and context.
As the big bad.
Rather than just saying, like, nope, there's always a kind of growly overlord bad guy.
Yeah. That's
Because that's one of my biggest criticisms of Force Awakens is I think it goes, number one, the mechanics of your plot make no sense in the interest of making it A New Hope Part 2. Like, Starkiller base and the, like, physics of getting back and forth are all just fucking nonsense, gibberish, J.J. Abrams bullshit, and that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Number two is the magic mystery MacGuffin box of Rey's parentage, which is utterly unnecessary and a pain in the ass and has been annoying the fuck out of me for like 10 months now.
Right.
And then I think number three is like, who the fuck is Snoke?
Who is this asshole?
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
What? And that's just not something we've ever really had to deal with in Star Wars before.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you knew who the Emperor was to start, right?
well, like, the Emperor only showed up in Empire Strikes Back, but he'd been mentioned in A New Hope. And even if he hadn't been explicitly mentioned in A New Hope, the bad guys were called the fucking Empire.
Yeah.
The Empire probably has an Emperor.
You get
that follows.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Snoke?
Where did he come from, even? Is he Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I think I want him to be.
Yeah.
I don't.
I would be okay with that. I'm totally okay with, like, taking shit from the prequels and, like, making it something workable.
I don't think he can smoothly be, right? Like,
Right.
I think there are a lot of obstacles to him being.
Right. We have to write around the fact that Sith kill their masters and Palpatine.
We have to write around
almost
the
certainly
fact that
did.
killed their masters, that Palpatine thinks he killed Plagueis. We have to work around the fact that Snoke doesn't look like he's the same species as Plagueis canonically was.
Right.
And that's still canon, that's not in Legends.
Right.
We have to explain him being alive, like, this many years. Well, actually, no, he could create life out of nothing. That's probably the easiest hurdle to get over, is his old age.
Right. Oh, I have to do math on that.
But,
shit.
like, we have to explain what he was doing during the entire Galactic Civil War and the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And all that kind of dumbass bullshit. I don't know. There's a lot of shit there to get over, but at least there's something foundational there,
Right.
right? Like, you kind of have to jump through hoops to make that plot work, but
there's
there
at least
are
something.
hoops to jump
there's
through.
Something there, and
there's something structural.
It would make
there.
a lot of sense if, like, you know, Kylo Ren would be like, "I worship my grandfather," and he just shows up. He's like, "I made your grandfather." So, you know.
There's that.
Okay, so let me dump this shit.
I think I guess that kind of goes to my like gibbering nonsense plot complaint about The Force Awakens, is that there's all of these weird scale issues that J.J. Abrams is often vulnerable to in his media, of like, he destroyed an entire galactic government in his first movie out of the gate. Right? Like,
Yeah.
entire solar system just gone, wiped off the face of the galaxy.
Right.
But there are Knights of the Ren,
Right.
but we only have meaningful contact with Kylo, Master of the Knights of the Ren. So, like, you're setting up all of this, like, grander universe stuff, and then...
Who knows, right?
I'm sorry I'm not articulating myself very well right now, but J.J. Abrams has this problem sometimes of just, like, screwing up his stakes levels a
Yeah.
little bit of like, oh, this is the most important thing ever. Okay, so then it's in the 2009 Star Trek. It's all right. He's coming to attack Earth. All right, where's the rest of the fleet? Oh, they're off doing fleet exercises. No, he's coming to destroy Earth. How the fuck are fleet exercises more important than this?
Yeah.
Somebody call them and bring them back.
Yeah.
Who the fuck authorized the entire Federation fleet flying off to who the fuck knows where in a completely unreachable What?
Yeah.
What? How is there not a everything is about to end, please come home button for us to match?
Yeah.